Hey y'all, so in video 2 of the EFT tapping series that we are doing this fall, I am going to be guiding us through tapping for the sacral chakra. This tapping will have a blend of tapping that is free form and intuitive, so we'll just kind of see where we go in our journey, for that is what tapping is to me. It is a journey based on the emotional freedom technique that tapping is, that goes within and guides us to what needs to be spoken and said in order to make space for that which we're calling in through the tapping practice, right? So in this case, we're calling in balance and harmony within the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is a chakra that is very complex. It's actually, to me, one of the more complex chakras, along with the throat chakra. And sacral sits right above the root chakra, which the root chakra is like the foundation of all chakras. So the root chakra requires quite a bit of TLC. If you haven't seen the previous video for the root chakra already, I highly recommend checking it out so that you can bring some balance and care to the root chakra. The sacral and the root chakras both are very connected to one another, and they build upon one another as do all the chakras. However, these two lower chakras really just need a lot of consistent care and dedication through self-love practices that have to do with balancing these chakras and the shadow work that comes with these chakras, which is what this video will serve to provide, hopefully, for you. And we will also be using the sacral sound bowl as well as the sacral weighted tuning fork. I'm not sure how these are going to sound on this computer. I recently got this computer and have not done any recordings yet, but I do know it has noise cancellation software. And so I guess we'll just see how it goes. If it comes out a little screechy, then you can just turn the volume down in the moments that you know that I'm going to play the bowl. I will let you know when I'm going to play the bowl. As far as the weighted tuning fork, you won't hear it because it is weighted. However, it does not mean that it's not assisting you, since you're engaging in your free will through showing up for this video and tapping with me. This will work in your energy field for you for your highest good if you would like for it to. If you do not wish to receive the sound healing of the bowl and the fork, you do not have to receive that. You can simply show up and tap and set the intention to only tap and receive the medicine that comes with tapping, right? Which by medicine, I mean like the soothing energies that come with tapping. And then this is our sonic slider tuning fork. It is a weighted tuning fork created by biofield practitioner and creator Eileen McCusick. This has to do with the Schumann resonance of Mother Earth. This one is one of my favorite forks, as well as my clients' favorite forks, because it just provides that really soothing, grounding energy of Earth that is really easy to get disconnected from in this day and age with all the hustle and bustle of life. And we will also be working with a crystal grid right here. This crystal grid, I have set the intention that it serves to act on your behalf as the sacral chakra, and it is gridded with stones to assist in healing and balancing the sacral chakra and integrating the tapping that we are doing today. This has a strawberry quartz, an orange calcite, dolomite, carnelian, and I can't remember what this guy is, but it really wanted to be here, and then quartz points to amplify. And if you find that I speak too fast as I tap, because sometimes that does happen as I'm channeling, I don't pre-write these, I just feel into the energies and then tap according to what I'm feeling, then go ahead and set the intention that I speak on your behalf to your energy system as you tap along. So you can tap, and the words that I'm speaking will still follow along with your hand as you tap through the body points. And then the points that we will be tapping with are going to be the top of the crown, which you can't see it because of my flower crown, but it's right behind the flower crown, the center of the top of the head, the inner eyebrow, outer eyebrow, under the eye, under the nose, under the lips, clavicle area, armpit / side of rib cage, and the wrist. So those are the points we will be working with. The sacral chakra points, just to like bring into your awareness, like I said, it's a very complex chakra. So sacral chakra has to do with our sensuality, our sexuality, our creativity, our relationship with cash flow, also our relationship with the element of water, which cash flow, flow, currency, it has to do with water. And so healing your relationship with water can be really, really helpful in balancing multiple facets of the sacral chakra, because creativity is also a flow, right? A lot of people talk about their artistic flow. And so maybe after this meditation, you can, or after this tapping video, you can take like a salt bath and visualize yourself in one of your favorite bodies of water, completely immersed and surrounded by the element of water, absorbing the water and having the water help move out stagnant water, helping envision the water thawing out frozen waters within your body, repairing broken vessels of water in the body, which we are made up of a ton of water. And it's really important to heal the relationship with water so we can also heal the relationship with water within ourselves. And water also has to do with emotions, the emotional body. So a lot of stuff around the emotional body is also stored within the realms of the sacral chakra. And so, yeah, this tapping might kind of go all over the place. We will see where it goes because, like I said, this is a very complex chakra. And I think that's everything I got to bring into your awareness before we go into it. So first, we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and tune into our sacral first. So go ahead and rub your hands together, activating your hands, the palm chakras. Breathing from your heart space into the hands. The hands are extensions of the heart. And place your hands on your sacral, which is, I don't know, about an inch below the belly button. And as you tune into your sacral, envision tree roots coming out of your feet, grounding you in place to receive this sacral tapping video. Bring in the energy of orange into the sacral. Glowing, bright, beautiful orange. Kind of envisioning like an actual orange emanating like sun rays behind it. Filling your sacral with that energy. Seeing where it needs a little extra orange, extra lightning. Maybe there's some dark spots, heavy spots, congested spots. Not trying to change them, just noticing them. Right. And I'm going to go ahead and do a round with the sound bowl. As I play the sound bowl, invite the sound into your sacral chakra, helping it shed anything it needs to shed so it can become more coherent. Also inviting the sound bowl into any other spaces of your body that would benefit from this frequency or the frequency of the forks. And envision anything that is leaving your body as little sand particles releasing out through your feet. And I will ask you to do a discharge breath off and on throughout the video, which when I say discharge, it means breathe in through your nose. Hold for a second. Exhale everything out through the feet as sand particles. Setting the intention that the earth dragons assist in transmuting any heavy energies that you're releasing into the highest love and highest light to serve Mother Earth's highest good. All right. So sound bowl is going to begin. through your nose, exhale it out through your feet. Play the weighted tuning fork for the sacral. Just gently activating all these crystals to work with your chakra. Go ahead and gently place your hands back on your sacral. And if you feel your sacral is not open, this is for you. If you know your sacral is open, then you do not need to follow along with this part. I command my sacral chakra to open. As you allow it to open, just visualize it circulating that golden, glowing orange energy. Then you can even like gently like circle your hand to keep it flowing. It's really important to have the chakras open so we can even receive things like this. Sometimes they shut down in fear, which sacral chakra, there's a lot of fear that can cloud the sacral chakra. And it's not that far away from the kidneys, which the kidneys in Chinese medicine circulate fear. They also circulate joy, which when we think about art does bring joy, right? And for those of y'all that are listening that are like, oh, I love like other people's art, but I'm not creative. I bet you your inner child was super creative and some type of conditioning made you think you're not creative, and it dampened the joy that you have for creating, which hopefully this video will kind of help you open up to that a little bit, right? All right. I'll leave that tuning fork alone for now. Okay. So go ahead and prepare to tap. It feels good to be me. It feels good to be creative. It feels good to receive my desires. It feels good to process and let go of emotions that no longer serve me. It feels good to embrace my feminine element. It feels good to relax and let go as I explore my feminine energies of creativity, sensuality, sexuality, play, pleasure. Feels good to step out of my masculine energies of go, 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 work, 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 do, do, do. It feels good to not micromanage the universe and be more harmonized in the co-creation process and more self-aware. It feels good to be me. Now circle your wrist, breathe in, exhale, and say the words peace. Peace, discharging through your tree roots. Good. Pay attention to what you're feeling in your body. Sometimes after we do the first round of the rounds of the things that we're trying to call in or embody more of through tapping, it'll stir up emotions because we're tapping on meridians, right? We're tapping on energy points and it's vibration. So it's like moving out some of that stuff that is getting in the way of us feeling good to be creative, feeling good to be in feminine, or whatever the intention of the tapping is at the moment. So then pay attention to what you're feeling. So like right now, I'm feeling more in my solar plexus and around my belly button than I am in my sacral. That just feels kind of like heavy and like cobwebby and like unhealthy butterflies. And my heart feels kind of tight. And it's normal to feel stuff in different body areas. Just because we're working with the sacral doesn't mean that we're restricted to that area. The body holds a lot of stories in the fascia, which is the interconnective tissue that runs through our whole body. Go ahead and discharge. Good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do another round of tapping. However, this time we're going to kind of actualize some of the stuff that is maybe stuck in the body that needs to be spoken out loud. So that way the universe can witness us and take that away and make more space within us so we can receive this balancing of the sacral with a bit more ease. This might make you emotional, it might not. However you receive it is perfect for you and your body and your soul. So I might feel one thing, you might feel another. Maybe you're doing this with a friend or a partner, and they might feel another. And all of us are feeling what is true for us, right? Right. It hasn't always felt good to be me. In fact, sometimes, I hate to admit it, I realize that I have shamed myself out of being me. I'm ashamed that I've been ashamed of myself. Little me used to love playing and laughing and creating. But somewhere along the way that got lost. Somewhere along the way, I was taught it's not okay to play, it's not okay to create. Somewhere along the way, I stopped embracing my feminine energies and started embracing hypermasculinity. Somewhere along the way, I put down my crayons, my paintbrushes, my finger paints, and I picked up a 9-to-5 job or a job that really just consumes and drains me. And it really sucks. I'm tired of working in the rat race. I'm tired of working for other people. I'm tired of giving to everybody else and not feeling like my cup is full. And I mean, there's even times in my life where I was really feeling myself and feeling beautiful or handsome. And then someone came along and they exploited my beauty and my handsomeness. They either gave me a mean side comment, or they took advantage of my body and didn't listen to my no. And it got stored in my sacral. And then all these unexpressed emotions compounded around that and got in the way of me being in my creativity and play and pleasure. My inner waters became really polluted over the years, whether it be from sexual trauma or the trauma of being conditioned by religious organizations in a patriarchal society. My waters became dirty with self-judgment, judgment of others, anger, resentment, jealousy, whatever other emotions. There's a lot. There's a full range in the human experience. And as my waters got dirty, I started to feel dirty. I started to internalize those emotions that weren't flowing. And as I started to internalize, I noticed my cash flow kind of started acting weird. I used to make money really easily, and now it's sporadic. Now it seems all I can focus on is the money because I don't want to focus on the emotions. And like, let's not even talk about the sex life, my lack of one, or my pressure to have one. So burned out in this day and age, I don't have time for sex. Or I don't trust the person I'm having sex with. I don't trust myself to self-pleasure. There's a lot to unpack in the sacral chakra, I'm realizing. Doesn't feel the greatest. I feel kind of sad, kind of angry. There's a part of me that wants to bypass and be in denial. I recognize that. I forgive that part of me. They learned that somewhere. That's not necessarily authentic and true to my soul. And even though there's all this inner turmoil and emotions being stirred up right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though it feels like I've gotten sidetracked in life from really enjoying the pleasures of life, I deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though I don't feel the most sensual or sexy of a being, my soul deeply and completely loves and accepts me exactly as I am. Even though my inner child is angry and has self-sabotaged over the years because I've cut her off from her joy that came with play and creativity and pleasure, my higher power deeply and completely loves and accepts me exactly as I am. Even though I feel unworthy and unlovable at times to really partake in life's pleasures, I deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly as I am. Hand around your wrist. Breathe in. Exhale. Say the words peace. Peace. Good. Pay attention to what you're feeling in your body. That part of my sacral chakra feels like it opened up more. Kind of feels like a post-workout feeling, which for my body is very telling of me that something moved out of the tissues. I like had an energy workout. There's a sense of like optimism and joy. My eyes feel really clear. My ears feel like they're curious. And there's like residual energies of grief that I can feel trickling in the meridians, just moving around, just lovingly being aware of that. Continue breathing and doing the discharge breaths. As you do that, as you sense into your body, seeing what's going on with you, you can speak it out loud and further actualize, like, oh, I sense this in my body. Or you can speak it in your mind, just noting and being aware and receiving this bowl in the places that are most beneficial to your sacral at this time and your body at this time. Drawing the chakra symbol over your sacral, along with the Seiki symbol. Further bringing in balancing energies through Reiki. The sonic slider, Schumann resonance. Right. Then the heavy energies collecting in that breath. And sending that breath out through your tree roots. Good. Move your body if you need to. Sacral and the throat are very connected because they're both creative and communicative chakras. So do some neck rolls if you need to. Good. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and do the next round. It feels good to be me. It feels good to be an artist. It feels good to indulge in creativity. It feels good to embrace my sacred sensuality and sexuality. Feels good to rest and nourish myself within my inner feminine energies. It feels good to give my masculine a break and allow him a breather as I partake in creativity and self-pleasure and receiving joy, however that looks to me. Feels good to let emotions go. Feels good to clean up my inner waters and begin healing my relationship with water in this way. It feels good to know that this work is helping clean up my inner cash flow and relationship with currency. It feels good to know that this is building upon the work that I've done with my root chakra. It feels good knowing that it's this easy to simply tap and breathe and receive to bring balance to my sacral. It feels good to know that shadow work and energy healing doesn't always have to be about doing. Sometimes it's merely about listening, allowing, and receiving, like what I'm doing here today. Feels good to be me. Feels good to receive the love of my soul and my higher power in this way. It feels good to breathe and just be. Feels good to discharge energy that no longer serves me so that I can have more fun and play and pleasure in my life. I feel amazing. I feel inner wealth culminating within me. And even though these are all new feelings that I'm refreshing on, I know and feel that I am worthy of all of this and more. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly as I am. Circle your wrist, exhale out. Peace. Good. I'm going to do one more round with the sound bowl before we close out this video. And please let me know in the comments how this video served you, how it benefited you. I love to read the comments and use this video as many times as you'd like, for these things are layered. And it's always good to just brush up and rebalance the chakras from time to time, going back to basics in the building blocks. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this is of service to you, and be well. I will see you on the next one with the solar plexus.